Hello and welcome back to another video. Today is WR round. I have no clue. Um, Bahrain. So coming into this round, as you know, I haven't raced really that much in WRs. I've missed 2 or 3 races, mainly because just want to focus on PSGL and yeah, pretty much just want to focus on that. But in the background, we're in Q2. No, we're in Q1. I don't know where we are. Could be in Q. No, we're in Q1. We're in Q1. Yeah, because I've seen a 4 split, so we're definitely in Q1. But yeah, going into this, I had done 3 sessions of practice before, so yeah, pace looking pretty horrendous. I'm not gonna lie. I think I went in with like a 25.5 PB. As yeah, in Q1, we've nearly done our PB in
Might get through that. Yeah,
in
maybe.
Q1, so
I'll see what do that.
pace is
Been
not
like,
ideal.
is it still
But yeah,
breathing undercooked
it's
or?
still, I've gone into this just for the aim of having fun. Like you see it, like this is Q2. I'm literally just joking about, as you'll see later in the video. I'm not really taking it too seriously, which, to be honest, in my opinion, to get real results, you gotta have that like fun factor. If you take it 100% serious, obviously everyone's different. You would get results that way, but obviously, if you're not having fun, you won't get decent results. But now we get into Q2. To be honest, this Q2 lap was very good. For the amount of practice I did, I was very happy with this lap. Done near the middle-ish of the session, so you'll see what time is when I get to the end. But overall, so very, very solid lap. See it coming through, getting on the traction nicely, and out onto the backstretch. I've said I have no clue what I'm doing.
Sent me a message.
My friend has sent me a message, and I decided to look down. So I just showing how seriously I'm taking this race so far. But I won going into last, which is very strong, to be honest. Not bad at all. I've picked up my wait, what? I've picked up my phone. I don't remember doing that on a quali lap. So interesting. But now coming up to the line for the final time. I'm still looking. It's a 25.2, so I've gone 2.5 tenths faster than my PB. Yeah.
How do you traction so well on the outside curve of turn 10?
See, it's here. Only half a tenth off pole, and Piot did go out at the end of the session to this lap, so had a bit better track. But yeah, overall that's a pretty good lap in my opinion. But now this is my Q3 lap. Start my Q3 lap. This is my fast lap. This is my fastest lap in Q3. It's here through. Don't know what that is. Taking it pretty nicely. Getting on the power early. I was a 117 going to last in Q2. What are we now? We're a 221. We're over a tenth down on what I did in Q1. So Q2, sorry. So yeah, it's not looking a great lap, not gonna lie, but it's a banker to hopefully carry forward. But I'm just gonna say now, my final run, I completely messed up. That's been a common theme with me. I did a 3-2, nearly a tenth off what I did in Q2, so that's not ideal. But well, yeah, I'm gonna quickly skip to the end as Tomek took pole. We're in P7, so not ideal. But as everyone knows,
Everyone's a
the
$1 million around me
race
except for
is
Sam
where
Coogan.
I come into my own.
We'll see it now.
And it should still be enough to challenge for the win. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix in WR. Initially getting a really strong start, and second phase we're up behind Caraton. We're going to try go around the outside, carry the speed, and get on the power early. As we do, try not to clip the outside. As Ronha gets a massive snap, gives our right and we're up into P3 off the start. But we've got to defend from Piot and Ronha, which we do nicely. And yeah, up into P3.
Oh god.
As it's whistle there. and Tomek in the lead. He's going to stretch away. I'd imagine pull like a 2-second gap, and so then we're going to have to try and close in on Tomek, who, if anyone didn't know, Tomek is ridiculously fast. He's leading. He's absolutely dominated F1 Esports Challengers event. So I think he's the champion. So he is absolutely rapid as well. You see, he's already broke out of Barry's DRS, who's on the medium, so he's looking at prime position to win this race so far. But yeah, Tomek out in the lead, flying as per usual. 1.7 in front already.
Yeah, car feels a bit dodgy, not gonna lie, for me.
I say that car feels a bit dodgy because I did no laps on this. I made this setup in one session that I did, so
yeah, I'm glad I'm a bit low on the wing.
yeah, the car isn't feeling
20%
brilliant,
already.
but yeah. As we go on to lap 2, Barry weaves a little bit to say go past. Tomek's 1.8 ahead, and now we're gonna try overtake Barry here. 60 ERS. I was hoping I had a bit more than 60 to catch Tomek, but yeah. We're gonna have, I think at this point I had about 10% more than Tomek, so the ERS isn't really gonna be a factor. It's gotta catch him on pure outright pace, as he actually had a howler of a sector, like section of corner, so he's overheated his tyres now, and now we're gonna look to get in his DRS.
Oh, Tomek's extending.
As he's extending
No
there.
T.
He's extending there, and we're gonna use all the way up to the first corner. We're gonna try and get his DRS, which we end up doing by the end of lap 3, start lap 4. So that's really good. By this point, now I can just save tyres, save ERS because I'm in his DRS.
Yeah, I've gotten back into Tomek's
and that
DRS.
is absolutely perfect for us. Because now we can just let him control the pace while we save tyres and maybe go for an overcut or an undercut, depending on what we're feeling like. He's down to lap 5, already gained like 20 ERS. So Dark's had an absolute stinker through there. Nearly coming back on the track and blowing us up. But yeah, he's had an absolute howler through that section of corners. And we're right in the back. He's overheated his tyres, so we're going to be so much faster through this last sector. Let's see, just going to go for the move. He weaves over to the right to just to let us pass. And he's hoping he doesn't get passed by Barry, which he doesn't. And we're now from P7
the pace is very
to
strong.
P1 in 6 laps in a top tier league race. That's a interesting one. But now onto lap 7 on the exit of the thing. We've had a massive screen for a user, but as you're about to see here, who's that? Jeffrey Ritchie's out of the race, and there's a safety car.
Is that safety car full?
Yeah.
This is a safety car. I say onto mediums, but the mediums from here is going to be a massive ask. I see they're getting it stopped nicely for the pit entry, and this is what I think is a bit of an issue. You see it, you'll see later in the race. Ghosting's on, and I got held, even with the Ghost is on. So that's not. I think that needs to be changed. But yeah, we'll see. But now it's Sam Corby staying out on the hards, hoping for another safety car. And
I went from 7th to 3rd in one sector, yeah.
And Yano, old mare, F1 Esports champion, is in the chat where I stream this. As Sam Corby has got an outrageous launch on the hard tyres, 10 lap old hard tyres, and I could not capitalise on it. As Tomek's used a bit more ERS, you see it gaining a bit, but now into the first corner unchallenged. And now this is crucial. We've got to get the move done as soon as possible. And Sam, it's either we get it done as soon as possible and try build a gap, or we wait until the next lap, next straight. In my head, I thought to myself, I'll try one move, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And just wait till the next straight and try win on racecraft rather than race pace. So you see it going to send one up the inside, trying to give Sam space, which we do, but on the outside line he got the better traction on the hards, and there's not much we can do. So at this point I'm fine, because I know it's going to be a very long stint. got to save as much as possible. You see it.
Okay, I'll just save tyres.
Now I realise I'm going to save tyres, save ERS, and wait until the next corner, where I should be able to get an easy move. Not going to try it into here. Just going to let him have the corner, let him do his pace as I get a bit of a snap there. But now this isn't great because Tomic's going to get him as well, so that's not ideal. But
I'm gonna let the medium guys go.
yeah, it's not the end of the world.
I
It's
just
Sam
do not
misses
want
the
them
apex,
on my arse.
and on the soft, not soft, mediums, got an easy move.
Do my own race.
As Tomic's actually going to try and make it through wide, and I'm going to let this happen because
Let them
I don't.
battle.
As long as
Let
I'm
them
ahead,
fucking crash.
then I can now save tyres. As yeah, I'm not going to fight him at all. Just going to let him run his race, and because in the second place you can save tyres better. Because it's going to be the rears, so getting in the dirty air.
Might be able to get my Klavchich back here. So.
As Barry nearly outbreaks himself. But yeah, now they're in the dirty air of Tomic. As I skip all the way on to 18. This is fine because the fronts are now taking a bit of understeer, making the balance of the car for later stages better. But yeah, they safety car comes out again, and by this point, I think me and Tomek are the only two who don't have fresh softs. Thomas Ronhar, Simon Prigney, Barry Borman
And on a pit stop.
have all got
Oh, that's so bad, man.
I mean,
fresh
everyone's
softs.
Yeah.
So
Nope.
yeah, it's not ideal. So we're going to be a good 6-7% higher on everyone else on tyre wear. But Tomek actually went to mediums rather than use softs, whereas we went to use softs. Just purely because I wanted the pace advantage at the start. But you see here, Tomek's looking. We're looking at Ronha. Now he puts his foot down and Ronha gets a good start, and we're gonna. Well, by this point, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just chilling. I've sent one on inside, but I backed out really late because that was never on. That was a bit of a silly move from me. But now we're right up behind Ronha, and now we're gonna try and make a move. But then I realise now I got to turn the ERS off and let Ronha do his thing. Because I was pretty certain, even if he gets Tomek here, Tomek won't Ronha won't pull out the DRS.
Oh my fucking god.
As he has absolutely blown Tomek up. We've gone to the outside, and now on the carrying the speed around the outside, and with the extra tyre wear on exit, that's an easy move up into P2. And that's good, because now we've got a car in between, well, did have a car in between us and Barry on the fresh softs, but, wait no, Tomek actually fell back, so fair play. But I suspect Barry get past, which he does, and you see the pace advantage. Barry's now 1/10 behind us on the fresh softs, because every little percent on these tyres, especially in the late phases of the race, it's pretty critical. As now Barry's forcing us into a move on Tomek. Gonna go right around the outside. Gonna leave space on the inside for Barry because he's half a car alongside, so he deserves space. As there's another safety car, BSC, but it ends up going into safety car. So 24 out of 29, and we've had 3 safety cars. Because Tom actually, let's just say he outbroke himself and had an incident with Duncan. But yeah, if you've seen it, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, so now on the safety car restart, warming up the fronts to
you know what, right?
get the maximum leader.
But last few restarts has been a massive check up on the pit exit. If I got the maddest exit out the final corner, I could probably line up and get a sick run and just pass everyone at the line.
That's Tom's talking there. But now we go before the line. But you see it in the bottom left.
Me down.
I can't accelerate. It's slowing me down, so I get forced to slow down and warm up tyres again. And now we've gone. And we caught Barry napping slightly there. And that's a great restart for us. Start 27 of 29. With no practice, we're looking like we can take the win here in WR. We're clear into turn 1, managing to go weaving down the straight just to keep the position as we get a bit of a snap of oversteer on the exit. But now Barry, it's now me versus Barry on fresher softs. So yeah, we're on a bit of the back foot on tyre wise, but we've got a track position, so I guess it's a bit even. But Barry, Thomas, and Nicholas, they all work together. So I've got 3 people behind me who are working together. So this is going to be quite a hard race to win, as I run a bit wide there, getting a bit of a
Barry,
dodgy
3
exit.
seconds.
As Barry gets 3
Ooh.
seconds of
Yeah, you got the
penalties
2 warnings.
on lap 27, starting 28.
As well.
Is he going to go for me? I'd stick on the ERS a bit longer, just to make sure he can't get me, but yeah, clear into turn 1 once again. By this point, I know I need to just save the ERS for that last straight. I say I'm going to leave the ERS now. I need to save for the last straights, because they'll get DRS midway through the lap, but they won't get it on like first straight, start finish straight, as I've had an absolute mare through that section of corners, and now I need to just focus on getting a good section B. See, Barry's getting better traction in the dirty air, so just showing the tyres that he's on are slightly better than ours.
Hit me.
And he's just he's just hit me into the hard turn 10 and offset my car a little bit, but now into the final sector for the second to last time. We are looking to extend the gap, but we just can't. We don't have the tyres available
to the most fraudulent point you've ever seen in league racing.
To just plant the throttle and it stick. As now Barry is now using 1/10 behind, but there's no point in me using. I've got 60 ERS for this final sector, and now out the final corner getting a really good exit, to be honest. And then we're going to go weaving. Barry 2.5 tenths behind. Going to go back to the left, and then back to the right as we go into the corner. We're allowed to do this because Barry's not anywhere near us yet. As Barry goes to the outside, we're going to cover off the inside nicely, and he tries to go around the outside, forces him slightly on the curb, and then using as much of the track as possible. But now here comes Nicholas. We've got 2 people working against us for this race win, and now we're going to force him to the outside, run him a bit wide onto the outside just so he gets better. As he oversteers onto the curb, gets a 3-second penalty. But now we're going to have the inside here, as we can leave just enough room for Nicholas on the outside. But now Barry's back for more, as he now goes around the outside, but then lets Nicholas back pass to have another go at me down the middle sector straight, as we are literally getting pushed because these 2 have both got fresh tyres. As we're gonna go weaving on the middle straight to get Nicholas to hopefully get out of our slipstream, but he fakes us to the inside, and then
That's just out of order, man.
as I'm saying,
Straight out of order.
well,
He's got to give that back.
Last lap shenanigans. It's not out of order. It's a good move from Nicholas.
My god, I'm just getting like.
But you see
There's
there,
literally nothing I can do, man.
Oh, Barry's one.
Barry and Nicholas literally sandwiched
What are they
me
doing?
into the last sector there. So there's nothing we could really do there. Barry's held his hands up and said it was his fault, so fair play to him. But now as we run to the line, Nicholas is gaining on more ERS, but we just make it to the line in time. And we end up winning the Bahrain Grand Prix in WR for season, like, I don't know, 13. But yeah, good race. GG to Barry, Sam as well, getting P2, but GG to Barry and Nicholas for the bow at the end there. Really good fun as well with Tomek, who sadly dropped down a bit, but ended up recovering to P5. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next.